We are underway from Roger Bacon High School. Kyle Evans alongside Josh Newren and our entire ICRC crew. It's week number 1. Thrilled to be alongside you, broadcast partner. We got an exciting matchup tonight between the North College Hill Trojans and the St. Bernard-Elmwood Place Titans. Trojans won the toss, and they wanted to get the football first. What are your expectations? What are you expecting to see tonight?
I think we're going to see two powerful teams that are going to try and end the week 1-0, and I think we're going to have an exciting game tonight.
3 receivers to the right. Cards takes a snap, fires, and incomplete. Trying to hook up with number 8, Javion Allen. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Try to get quarterback started with a nice, easy hitch route. Just unable to connect there.
These two teams definitely had a different season last year in terms of different directions. Titans were 10-3. North College Hill Trojans were 3-6. So both those teams trying to turn things around as they go to the ground game. Andy Spiller trying to gain some yards. We'll say he gains 3 and bring up 3rd down and 7.
Hey, stay on your man.
Nice run there, zone run. Great way to start the drive there.
Gorgeous facilities here at Roger Bacon High School, home of the Spartans, home of the Titans. So that means everyone working here has to do double duty. They get to work 10 games this regular season, I would assume. 5 home games for the Titans, 5 home games for Roger Bacon. Spartans are on the road tonight at Indian Hill. 3rd and 7. See what Greg Conwell and his coaching staff draw up. Quarterback's going to keep it, rolls out to his right, fires, and catch is made. Took the official a minute to make the call, but Javion Allen makes the catch, and North College Hill moves the chains.
Real good job getting the quarterback out. He's dual threat, so, great opportunity to pick it up either way with his legs or his arm. Made a nice pass there.
Mention their records. Titans were 10-3 last year, lost in the 3rd round of the playoffs to Coldwater. So if anyone knows that name, they are a very dominant division up north.
Reigning state champs, I believe.
1st and 10 from the 47. High snap, and he's going to have to dive on it.
Hey, get the snap down.
Nice play there by Deshaun Hicks.
So the Trojans moving the wrong way. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 18. Just about 2 minutes gone here in this opening quarter. Glad you're along for the ride for week 1 here on ICRC-TV. Gorgeous night for football here in the Tri-State to kick off the 2025 season. Three receivers to the right, to the left. Carr takes the snap, fires, and incomplete. Trying to hook up with Javion Allen. Threw that one right over his head. It's 3rd down and long.
And I think we're going to be calling Deshaun Hicks' name a lot tonight, both offensive and defensively. Definition of a man-child.
Brings up 3rd down and long. 9:51 left in the first quarter. Try to get you updated on some games around the Tri-State. It's 3rd down and Carr, all kinds of time, and over his receiver again. Nate Schulte in the area might have felt like there was maybe some footsteps coming up behind him, maybe made him nervous. Hey, it's the first week of the season, right? You're going to see all kinds. These kids are learning. You talked to Greg Conwell and this week, and he talked about this is a young team.
Yeah, I mean, he talked about a lot of young kids. He's got a strong group of upperclassmen he feels that are really continuing the program and teaching the young kids how to do the right things, how he wants it done. So I think this program is going to continue to go up.
Jeriana Shields-Johnson back deep for the Titans, as well as Amir Hicks. They just get that one off. And they'll down it at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Coach Hogan told me that Deshaun Hicks put on 35 pounds of muscle.
Oh, wow. In the offseason?
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah. Apparently the strength and conditioning program there is excellent because he told me that Lucas Kennedy also put on, I think he said 25 pounds as well. So, and all good weight, not the make your roster look good on the paper weight.
Titans go right to the ground game. They hand it off to number 23. That is D'Amico Taylor.
So, one of the big questions for St. Bernard-Elmwood Place this year, especially week one, is going to be replacing D'Amico Harris.
North College Hill is going to take a timeout. You continue that thought.
Yeah, D'Amico Harris, 3-year starter, over 5,000 yards rushing, over 50 touchdowns. Graduated, like I said, last year, off to play for Rio Grande.
So North College Hill might have not liked what they saw there. Maybe they weren't lined up with the proper formation. So Conwell has to burn that timeout. Not even 3 minutes into our opening quarter. Definitely firing up the troops down there.
Oh, yeah.
Frustrated about something.
And you're going to have that. It's week one.
Yeah.
You know, they got a scrimmage Schroeder and Gamble where St. Bernard-Elmwood Place got to scrimmage. They only had one scrimmage this, preseason, if you will, against Bellevue and over on the other side of the river. So you're going to have a lot of learning going on the field just because you only get so many, I think it's like 2 or 3 weeks of preseason. So
second and 6, 9:10 left to play opening quarter. Both teams have touched the football. We're still scoreless. Lucas Kennedy going to hand it off to his running back again. And this time North College Hill all over them defensively. So I know it's early, but I think we're seeing that weight room definitely pay off for North College Hill. Kind of muscling their way through the line of scrimmage, getting to the receiver.
Yeah, and it's kind of surprising. Coach Hogan mentioned that he felt really good about his offensive line. I'll say they're returning 3.5 upperclassmen that played that saw serious snaps on last season on Friday nights.
Titans trying to pick up the third down. Lucas Kennedy fires up deep ball down the side, incomplete, just over the head of James Hall. So it'll bring up 4th down and 5, and the Titans forced to punt. Looks like the offense is still out on the field. So,
and I think we're going to see a lot of St. Bernard trying to take the top off the defense, especially they like to play a 4-4, so only giving them 2 or 3 defensive backs. Apologize. So I think they're going to take their shots.
Line to gain is the 46-yard line. Kennedy trying to draw him offside, and they jumped. Actually, that wasn't Kennedy in at quarterback, was it? That was number 5, DJ Steele. Unless Steele's the running back. As I say every year when I do my first game, it's the first game for the officials, the players, the broadcasters. But they got him draw offside, and they pick up so 4th and inches. Not sure why it wasn't an automatic first down.
Looks like North College Hill is going to bring that blitz.
They're going to hand it off. Kennedy's going to keep it, and he is going nowhere. Taken down in the backfield by Davion Hendricks.
And that's how you make up for jumping off sides.
So Greg Conwell applauds his troops as his offense returns to the field.
And I think this is, we're really seeing the evidence of only getting one scrimmage this preseason for St. Bernard-Elmwood Place.
So North College Hill will go back to work. Line of scrimmage is the 43-yard line. They're going to hand it off to their running back, and nothing doing. James Hall making the tackle at the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10. Both these teams members of the Miami Valley Conference. Used to be two divisions. They've now broken it up to 3, so they now have the white, scarlet, and gray division. And St. Bernard plays in the white division with Laughlin, Miami Valley Christian, and New Miami.
Yeah, it's kind of different only having, win 3 games, win your conference.
2nd and 10. Nice catch on the far sideline by Malik Hicks. Brings up 3rd down and manageable as we approach 5 minutes gone by here in the opening quarter. No score in our Week 1 matchup here on ICRC-TV.
North College Hill continuing to go with those nice, easy, quick throws for the quarterback. Get the nerves worked out, get the jitters cleaned up, and think they're going to really start opening up here once he gets his feet under him.
Trojans in the white and red uniforms. St. Bernard-Elmwood Place in the yellow and black pants. That one's batted down at the line of scrimmage. That was James Hall. We've called his name a couple of times tonight. He got up and made that tackle. He's only 6'4".
Yeah, that helps a little bit.
So it'll bring up 4th down. So North College Hill will bring in the punt unit.
Yeah, James Hall last year with 124 tackles. That's some good numbers for a high school kid.
Hicks back deep. He'll catch it at about the 12, stumble his way to about the 18-yard line. So about a 6-yard return, 6:47 left in the first.
Yeah, Amari actually hasn't been able to play ball for almost 2 years now. He broke his collarbone early last season. So, he's really got to get the jitters out after not playing, for almost 2 years, really.
Yeah, it's crazy what the timeline is like for these athletes, especially at the high school level. Titans will go to work from the 19-yard line. They're going to go to the ground game and weaving his way through traffic, and he's out across midfield and finally spun out of bounds. What a run for the Titans. That was
Miko Taylor.
So Taylor with a huge run.
Senior Dannon Washington there making the touchdown-saving tackle.
So Titans into Trojan territory for the first time tonight as we approach the halfway point of this opening quarter. This time, nothing doing on the ground game.
Jalen O'Brien coming up and stopping Taylor there. And talking to North College Hill's head coach, Coach Conway, he mentioned that number 27, Devontae Whitaker, played some defensive back, played some linebacker, playing defensive end for him tonight. Mr. Do Everything. He was, if I remember right, 37th in the conference or in the league last year with tackles.
Both these teams still trying to figure each other out, trying to get the first week jitters out of the way, and I think you're definitely going to see improvement from both these teams as they move into their second game of the season next Friday night. Third down and 12 for the Titans.
Usually you make your most of your improvements for the season first 2 weeks of the year. So yeah, I agree with you. They're gonna get better, both sides.
All kinds of time. Kennedy pressured in the pocket and wrapped up and taken down.
Mr. Whitaker. Usually when you talk about somebody, they end up messing up, getting a penalty. There he comes to shine, gets a sack there.
So St. Bernard will be forced to punt. Both these teams are locking down on the defensive side of the ball. Malik Hicks and Javian Allen both back deep for the Trojans. Officials are going to stop play momentarily.
Looks like we got a helmet issue.
That is Cornelius Spiller. Officials say he's good to go. Kennedy will, number 13 will punt this one high into
Mr. Hicks.
Trojans will take over. Talked a little bit about North College Hill. Averaged 36 points per game last season. Titans are a Division VI school. North College Hill is Division V. There's now 7 divisions in football. And they've also expanded the divisions in basketball as well.
Oh, really? Nice. Yeah, I learned this week in doing some research that while Elmwood Place is Division VI, the reason they are is because they have open enrollment. Technically, they should be Division VII.
Gotcha. Trojans will take over. It's about 8 minutes elapsed here in the opening quarter. No score between the Trojans and the Titans. Nothing doing right there. Gobbled up at the line of scrimmage. I believe that was James Hall, was one of the guys that got in there and ripped him to the ground.
Coach Hogan mentioned they are going to be aggressive. That is their style. That's been their style since he came in to Elmwood Place, both sides of the ball. So not surprised to see the pressure there. Looked like they had everybody up on the line, ready to go. I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight from Elmwood Place.
6-yard loss on the play, 2nd and 16. All the receivers stacked to the left side. A.J. Carr has it, fires a deep bomb down the field, and incomplete. Trying to connect with Malik Hicks. Good coverage on the play.
DJ Moss.
Amir Hicks.
Oh. Safety, safety DJ Moss came over the top there too. On that play there, you had, it's never a good thing when you have 2 wide receivers right on top of each other. So probably, I'm sure one of the things they'll work on Saturday, tomorrow when they look at the film, and then all next week of making sure the wide receivers have good spacing just to make it easier for the quarterback.
3rd and long for the Trojans. AJ's scrambling out to the right. He's got all kinds of space. Going to use his feet and very close to picking up the first down if he didn't. So he saw all kinds of space in that Titans defense. Took using his feet to his advantage. And the officials, we have a penalty back at the 20-yard line. So basically cancel that play by AJ.
It's always tough holding calls like that. You know, you get solid runs. Got to hit the redo button.
So instead of 3rd down and 16, it's going to be 3rd and long for the Trojans, 3rd and 25 to be exact.
don't think there's really a play for that in most playbooks. Let's see what they dial up here, though.
All the receivers stacked to the right side. He's going to scramble and go nowhere. He gets to the 10-yard line. So the Titans defense tracks down Carr, and they will be forced to punt.
See what Coach Hogan dials up here. Is he going to go for the return? Is he going to go for the block? Their aggressive nature says I think they go for the block, but have really good field position, want to get points on the board, so wouldn't be surprised if they set up a solid return here.
He's going to take a timeout to think about it.
Yep. Looked like North College Hill had a couple gunners, wide receivers, whatever you want to call them, open or uncovered there. So I'm sure they wanted to take advantage of calling that timeout to get those guys covered up. Granted, it's fourth and forever, but there wasn't anybody close to some of those guys.
Hey, Xavier! Go in third down.
.226 left to play in the first quarter. Kyle Evans, Josh Newren, and our entire ICRC crew. Glad you're along for the ride week number 1. If you're a fan of ICRC or just a fan of high school football, we did the ICRC kickoff report last year, a little pregame show, and we're going to do that again this year. First show is going to be week 5 at Little Miami. It's going to be Lebanon and Little Miami. The Panthers, the newest member to the ICRC community. We will have the ICRC kickoff report that week. Kyle, myself, Logan, and Tori on the pregame report. Talk about all kinds of excitement. And the ball's loose on the field. Couldn't get the kickoff, and it'll be first and goal for the Titans at about the 5-yard line.
Looks like Arnold Henderson, freshman, came up with that. It's always nice to see your freshmen, these small schools, they have to come up and play right away. Nice to see them making plays early in the season for you.
So we'll see if the Titans can capitalize off the Trojans' mistake. It's first and goal. You'll take it however you can, right? However you can get to the end zone, however you can get that opportunity to score. First and goal.
Sometimes it's your offense that gets you there. Sometimes it's the defense and special teams that make the job easy for you.
Kennedy takes the snap, and he hands it off to his running back, runs it right up to about the 2, maybe the 1. It's going to be second down and goal. Second and goal for the Titans. It's funny, partner, because this is a conference game, but it's not a conference game, right?
Right.
They're in the same conference, but they're not in the same division.
Right, and I was talking with Coach Hogan. I'm like, how does that work? Like, do you get to win your conference if you beat the most of your conference teams? Because he was talking. They have the 3 in their division, and then there's 4 other games that they'll play that are conference games. He's like, we don't really get to call it on paper, or bragging rights, but nothing official.
Back to the ground game, in for the touchdown. DJ Steele punches it in, and the Titans jump on top first with 1:18 left to play in the quarter.
Nice run there. Always like to get the first one out of the, in the bank, if you will. I think Coach Hogan might be going for 2 here.
See what he draws up after they strike first. Of course, the kicking game is definitely always a mystery, especially at the high school level. not easy. As if you watch College Game Day, those guys do not make it look easy when they miss, and Pat McAfee definitely gives them some definitely gives them a hard time. So they're going to line up for 2. They're going to hand it off to Steele again, I believe, and trying to turn the edge, but can't. We have a penalty marker down at the 3.
I think someone jumped off sides for St. Bernard. I love how Pat always asks him, have you ever given a kicker a hard time? How do you – and undoubtedly it's always, oh, yeah, you always blame the kicker, and they're the ones that seem to always put the football in someone's face in the crowd watching. But I noticed last year, like the beginning of the year, there was a girl who won the opportunity but gave her ticket to a guy and with the understanding that if he made it, they would split it. And so Pat was talking to both of them, and Pat's pretty generous with his money. He doubled it, and it was right after one of the hurricanes last year, so it was pretty cool. Half the money went to the hurricane, half the money went to the kids.
After the penalty, it's going to be spot the ball at about the 8-yard line. They're still going to try to go for 2. See what Kyle Hogan and his crew draw up. Botch snap, and Candy's going to roll out to his left, and nothing's doing. So
Mr. Whitaker.
It's going to be 6-0 Titans with 1:18 left to play in the opening quarter. But as you mentioned, they get that first score of the season. Next week, St. Bernard will head to Finneytown for a Week 2 matchup, so not too far down Winton Road right here.
Nice.
And you were talking about some of the players. I want to talk about Lucas Kennedy for St. Bernard. Last year, 2,850 total yards, had 13 touchdowns, and had 4 rushing touchdowns for number 9 in yellow and black. So he's definitely a playmaker. And home field was very, very good for St. Bernard. Titans were 7-2. Titans have been 7-2 at home over the past 2 seasons.
Nice. They always say, you're supposed to win all your home games, half your away games. So, seems to be that they are checking that box. Coach Hogan mentioned that they're going to be relying on Lucas to help fill that void of D'Amico Harris from last year. So if he continues to put up those stats, I think they'll be all right.
Hicks going to kick it away, a little squib kick, picked up at about the 30-yard line. Breaking through tackles, out to the outside. He's off to the races, down the far sideline. And finally, still on his feet, and he is going to take it all the way to the house for the North College Hill touchdown. Javion Allen's tied the game.
That's how you respond. That's how you respond.
So Javion Allen with like a 70-yard touchdown run. And just like that, we're tied again. We'll see if North College Hill tries to kick the extra point or if they go for 2. Definitely going to bring that into play tonight. Done some games before where the 2-point conversion came back to haunt the other team or they missed a field goal. I did a game one year, Edgewood, Mount Healthy. Final score was 21-20.
Oh.
Because they missed the extra point. So just like that, we were wondering where the offense was going to come. And both teams scoring quick. So Trojans will line up for 2. Do you feel like you see the 2-point conversion more at in the lower divisions? Because if this was a Division I game, they're definitely kicking the extra point.
Right. I think it also helps when those.
He's going to roll to the outside and walk in for the 2-point conversion.
Nice.
So A.J. Carr makes it 8-6 Trojans with 1:03 left to play in our opening quarter.
Yeah, I think the bigger schools get the benefit of pulling kids from the soccer team. That sometimes helps with the kicking situation. Obviously, it's a completely different ball that they're kicking, but I've been on the good end of a soccer player kicking for you, and I've been on the bad end of a soccer player kicking for you. So, they only get really maybe half hour really throughout the week because with practice, because they have to go and get with the soccer team. And most of these smaller schools really don't get to take advantage of the soccer program as well.
Trojans will kick it away. 8-6 North College Hill on top. Mikael Bass set to line it up. Little squib kick. This is how North College Hill just scored their last touchdown. And the Trojans will tackle him at the 37-yard line.
Torrey Lipscomb there, the junior defensive back.
Some other games going on tonight around the Miami Valley Conference. Fenwick on the road at CHCA. Cincinnati Country Day at Cincinnati. That's a typo, excuse me. Roger Bacon at Indian Hill. Finneytown at Lockland. Thorogood Marshall at Purcell Marion. And a couple of games tomorrow at Stargell Stadium. New Miami at Gamble Montessori and Clark Montessori at Aiken. First and 10 from the 38-yard line.
North College Hill loading the box.
Kennedy, all kinds of time, has the receiver open down the field and incomplete. And here comes the flag.
I was sitting here waiting for it. I saw the official. He was grabbing for it. He couldn't get it the first couple times. Finally got it on the third try.
They're going to get Ramari Williams, the sophomore cornerback, for the penalty.
Yeah, North College Hill, now this is a couple times where they've lined up, cover zero, everyone manned up, and I think we're going to continue to see Coach Hogan and Elmwood Place take shots when they get man coverage like that.
Penalty will move it up to the 47-yard line. So St. Bernard-Elmwood Place into North College Hill territory. Final minute of the first quarter. Kennedy going to keep it himself. He finds some space and gets drugged down by number 6. That's Davian Hendricks making the tackle after about a, say, 7-8 yard pickup.
That was run all the way. As soon as Lucas hit his back step, he was tucking the ball and running.
Second down and 2. Ball at the 39-yard line. And St. Bernard, Elmwood Place, is going to let the clock wind down, and North College Hill will do the same. So after one quarter of play here at Roger Bacon High School, it's the North College Hill Trojans 8, St. Bernard-Elmwood Place Titans 6. Josh and I are back for the second quarter right after this.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute pre-diabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
RC crew, Titans going to the ground game and getting a nice run by their running back, D'Amico Taylor, taking it all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You know, I'd say so far, Mr. Taylor has done a good job of filling those gaps for D'Amico Harris, filling the shoes.
So after about three and outs for both teams, the offense has opened up. It's just a 2-point game just underway here in the second quarter. Trojans not top by 2 points. They're going to go to the ground game. Actually, Kennedy's going to keep it himself, and he takes a hard hit. That was number 11 for North College Hill making the tackle. That was Tori Liscombe.
You know, it's as a coach, you don't really like it when your quarterback lowers the shoulder to run someone over. As a player, you're like, that's my boy. They get coddled in practice all week. You can't touch them, all that stuff. And it's like, should this guy be playing soccer or something? And then see him come out and drop the shoulder, run someone over. It's like, oh, yeah.
Hands it off to number 5, DJ Steele. Trojan helmet comes flying off. He'll have to come out. That was Kevontae Whitaker, one of the players in on the tackle for the Trojans.
Cornelius Spiller there, the linebacker losing his helmet. He filled that gap right quick and in a hurry. And that's what you need from your backers, especially inside the red zone. Won't be surprised to see a rollout to the right being on the left hash here.
See what Kyle Hogan draws up. 3rd and 4. And Kennedy's going to keep it himself again. Couldn't get past number 11. That was Tori Liscombe again.
So far, I'm 1 for 1 on predicting plays.
Go play the lottery tonight.
I was thinking about putting some.
Go buy a scratch-off ticket.
I was thinking about putting some picks in on one of those apps for tomorrow.
Couple of scores from around the Tri-State. Kings is up 14-0 on Sycamore. That game is in the second quarter. Lebanon on the road at Northmont at 6-3 Warriors. Springboro on top of the Comets, 7-0 in that opener. Of course, now with the GMC, you play everybody in your conference. Used to not. Fairfield's on top of Wayne after one quarter. Fairfield 7-0 over Wayne. Winton Woods and Springfield playing just right down the road. It's 7-0 Warriors on top of the Wildcats. That game in the first quarter. And St. X 7, Lakota West 0 in the first.
Really interested to see how Fairfield does this season, especially with losing with Coach Krause retiring after I think he had 20 years in coaching.
4th and 2. They're going to line up for it. Candy's going to get the pile push forward, and he's down to about the 3-yard line. Yeah, so Kraus retires. Justin Rhodes from Oak Hills goes to Fairfield. And then the new Oak Hills coach, I can't think of his name off the top of my head, he had previous coaching experience with the Highlanders.
Yeah, Coach Kraus kind of retired a little late into the calendar for what you'd like, I think, as an athletic director, to be able to go out and find a head coach. At that point, most of your coaches are already entrenched with the team that they're going to run with for the season. So, yeah, I think Fairfield might have some cards stacked against them, but Fairfield always traditionally great athletes, good coaches. So I think they'll be all right, but exciting to see what they'll do.
Going to pitch it out, and nowhere going. Javion Allen wraps him up at the 5. It's 3rd down and goal.
You know, I have, for the life of me, never understood why coaches will call a sweep to the boundary like we just saw. I feel like you're almost putting yourself behind the 8 ball there when the defense has an extra defender of the short sideline.
2nd and goal, excuse me. It's about 3 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Titans trying to punch back. Play clock winding down. Kennedy's going to keep it himself, and nowhere going.
Darion New, the senior nose tackle for North College Hill right there, making that play. As an offensive coordinator, you hate it when the other team has a nose tackle that is big and can get leverage on your center and push him back. You know, it affects everything from the run game to the pass game. Quarterbacks hate pressure from the middle of the pocket. So, North College Hill obviously has a player there in Mr. New. Past couple plays, looks like North College Hill's been in man coverage. So I would think from the offensive side of things for St. Bernard, going to be looking for some pick routes, some whip routes to help create that separation, give Kennedy an easy throw here.
Third and goal. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. Kennedy bobbles the snap. Nowhere to go. All kinds of space. Fires to the end zone. Incomplete.
Good coverage there by North College Hill. It's always hard. Everybody thinks getting in the red zone is going to be easy. You're somewhere 20 yards and in to the goal line. But what people don't always take into consideration is you only have 10 yards of end zone to work with. And now your windows are tighter. Your quarterback has to be more precise. The timing has to be there. And again, week one, they're still working on that, still trying to establish that timing. So tough throw there for Kennedy.
4th and goal. Pressure comes, fires to the end zone. Incomplete, no flags.
Got to catch that. Feel like that's one that he's gonna wish he had back, especially as the season goes on. You know, it's a easy touchdown there.
We've been talking about defense all this first quarter. Titans defense was very good last year. They had 4 games where they only gave up 7 points, including 2 shutouts. But then they also had some games where they got blown out. Now, keep in mind, Coldwater is a powerhouse championship team. Trojans will go to work, and he fumbles the football. We'll see who has it. Flags fly. Those are the markers. And Trojans and the Titans got it. It's the battle of the Warriors tonight. Balls all over the field. I need someone to throw a. I don't know. A midi.
Aiden Rack, the junior linebacker there, coming up with the fumble recovery. Titans, Trojans, can we get a Spartan? Can we, what else? What are the other ones that we have? Warrior names.
So first and goal for St. Bernard-Elmwood Place. It's about halfway through the opening quarter. Opening half, I should say. Fumbled again. We'll see if Kennedy got on top of it. Trojans are signaling they got it. We'll wait for the officials to make the signal. No signal yet as they converse, and they do.
Anthony Branch, the junior outside linebacker, ending the drive for the Titans.
So both teams cough up the football. 7:32 left to play in the first half. Titans have had 3 consecutive winning seasons. 2022, 6-4. 2023, 8-2. Last year, 8-2. So the program is definitely on the uprise.
Yeah, and while they did lose to Coldwater in the playoffs, you know, it was a nice run here. It was a good Coach Hogan was excited for it because it was a great measuring stick opportunity for his team to see, okay, here's where we are, here's where we need to be. And what better way to see where you need to be than to play the team that, you know, got the ring. They always say iron sharpens iron, and you know, great opportunity for the Titans to learn off of last year and get better this year.
Second and 4 after the scramble. Carr has it, weaving outside, avoiding tacklers. He's still on his feet. He spins forward across the 30-yard line.
Great run there. Way to, you know, obviously has good vision to see, make moves like that. Looks like we have a penalty on the play, holding, so all negated.
Now another flag was thrown by our near side official. We're going to get a sideline warning. And I was always curious, so at the high school level, if North College Hill gets another sideline warning, is a penalty enforced on that? I've always wondered. The first time it's just a warning. If
right.
It happens again, is it 10 or 15 yards?
Yeah. Which usually, especially the first couple weeks of the season, they give you multiple warnings before you get the official warning. So obviously being up here, we can't hear what's going on the field, but I'm assuming Coach got a couple previous verbals.
2nd and 10. Catch made by number 8. That was Javion Allen.
There's a little bit of a size advantage there for North College Hill. I think that's why we're seeing a lot of these hitches, just because their receivers are bigger kids for high school athletes. And both of the corners for Elmwood Place are a little lighter individuals, which, again, usually, traditionally, that's what your corners are. So I think that's part of their game plan for tonight.
Carr going to roll out, and he will easily pick up the first down. Nice tackle by Amir Hicks on the play for the Titans. Just under 6 minutes remaining here in our first half. Trojans on top by a point. It is funny, I mentioned Trojans, Titans, Spartans. So maybe at halftime we're going to have a battle.
Right. I hope Roger Bacon does something with 300. This is Sparta, given they're the Spartans.
Line of scrimmage at the 25-yard line. New set of downs for the Trojans. Andy Spiller gets popped out of bounds. That was James Hall making the hit.
James Hall in on the stop.
2nd down, we'll call it 8, as Al Michaels says.
I thought, in talking with Coach Hogan, he really prides himself on being an aggressive team. And I don't know if it's just because it's so early in the season, but I feel like the Titans really haven't brought much pressure and certain opportunities where you'd think they'd want to pressure.
Back to the ground game. That time, that was number 32, I believe. Jalen O'Brien, the junior. It's going to bring 3rd down and 3 as we approach dipping under 4 minutes remaining here in our first half. Carr's going to keep it, and he's got the first down and more. Down the sideline, one guy to beat, and he's shoved out of bounds. I believe that was Amir Hicks that saved that touchdown from happening. If it wasn't Hicks, I believe it might have been Kenyon Durenkamp.
Whoever it was, good on them. They are the heroes for the play. And and talking to the North College Hill coaching staff, they really like Carr, with his dual threat. Obviously, they're running the ball.
Here's Spiller trying to muscle his way to the 35-yard line.
I think North College Hill is doing a great job of not leaning with their offensive linemen, but really asserting their dominance on the Elmwood Place Titans. And with these small schools, conditioning is always a factor. A lot of these kids are playing both ways. So it's still hot. Now, granted, tonight's a pretty great night for high school football, but it wears on you, especially just coming out of camp.
Carr's going to keep it again. Pocket collapses. And he gets the first down. So the quarterback using his feet to his advantage. North College Hill moves the chains as we dip under 3 minutes left in our first half. A couple of substitutions for Greg Conwell's squad. I mean, this is a North College Hill team that's, not only looking to rebuild, but they're looking to kind of get back on the path of winning after last season. Had some things happen in a couple of games, and that kind of wore on the players. The players, Greg Conwell and his coaching staff had to kind of, say, hey, we just got to keep our heads up high and keep playing.
Right, and it's hard, especially, when big things like that happen in your community.
Spiller's going to take the handoff. Spiller's on his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Nice run there by the Trojans.
Cornelius Spiller takes it all the way to the house. The senior running back stretches the Trojans' lead.
Started left, went right. Yeah, he's a heck of a running back.
The lineup for two. Fires to the end zone and incomplete.
Trying to hit Malik Hicks there.
So it remains a one-possession game.
And in looking through these rosters, if you say Hicks, you're probably going to be right more times than not. And you can just make a general statement. I think there's 3 or 4 different kids from both teams with the last name Hicks.
Malik Hicks, Amir Hicks.
Malik. Deshaun Hicks. There was another one. So, yes, just say Hicks. You'll probably be right more times than not. And you were talking about next week's game is a close one. The first round of the playoffs for the Titans last year, they had to go down to Portsmouth, Ohio. And Coach Hogan mentioned it, it's one of the big downfalls of playing in one of these smaller divisions is that there's not a lot of other smaller schools, so you end up traveling a large amount of miles to get to your game. That's why one of their goals is to finish in the top 4 so they can get those home field playoff games.
Nice end over end kick by Bass. Titans have an opportunity to return it, and a great kickoff return by D'Amico Taylor.
Jerome Osborne, the junior defensive end there, making the play.
So the Titans will get some good field position before 2 minutes left to play in the half.
Interested to see what, does Coach Hogan take a shot here? Since they have the good field position.
All the receivers on the right side of Kennedy, one to the left. Hands it off to his running back, Steele. Steele avoids one tackle, gets hit hard at the 46-yard line. It's going to bring up second down and about 3. Clock continues to wind. Titans do have one timeout in their back pocket.
I wish the rosters that we had height and weight, because some of these kids look big, even for small schools.
This time they go to number 11. Late flag comes in. That was Nathan Schultz on the play.
See what we got here.
I think it's going to be on the Titans because they were talking to Greg Conwell about moving them back. Didn't see the initial penalty.
And usually when the white hat throws it, it's not good for the offense.
Going to get a holding call on the Titans. Haven't had a lot of penalties tonight in the first half.
No, and usually you see a lot more with the early week or early part of the season. So
Trojans having some more difficulties with their helmet. Kevontae Whitaker, the junior running back and safety, getting help from the white hat as we approach the final minute. Titans need to hurry if they want to get some points. Kennedy into Trojan territory, and you talked about it before, and I can't recall a game where I've seen a quarterback play this aggressive as he has here in this first half. Not afraid to get hit, not afraid to run the ball. Titans in hurry-up formation. Just 45 seconds left to play in the half.
He is taking advantage of all 25 pounds that he put on in the weight room this offseason.
This pass, nice catch, but he did not stay in bounds. Clock will continue to wind, and now Kyle Hogan will be forced to burn his third and final timeout with 30 seconds left to play here in the half. Obviously, the kicking game is not in play, so you're 45 yards from the end zone. You got 30 seconds left. What do you think Kyle Hogan's drawing up right here? Obviously, something to the sideline to get out of bounds.
Right. Maybe a flood concept towards the wide side of the field. Maybe a trick play just to take a shot. But then again, it could be something quick and easy, like a hitch route.
Second half of the game, we'll shout out our crew here at Roger Bacon High School, all the camera operators, the guys and women in the truck. If we have any women on our crew tonight, I don't think we do. They are the ones that make it work. Fourth and 2, so Titans got to convert. Deep route. Kennedy's going to roll out to his right. He's got all kinds of space. Fires and incomplete. He did have Nick Jeffries wide open at about the 15-yard line.
He also took a shot there at the end. And I can tell you, Coach Hogan's not going to be happy with him taking a shot across the middle late like that. There's only a couple guys that have been successful doing that, and they don't even like doing it. But the one I can think of is what I think we all consider the GOAT, Mr. Brady. But it's a tough throw, especially running to your left. So personally, I think he probably should have just pulled it and ran. Looked like he had the first down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gotcha.
21 seconds left in the half. 8-point game.
Safeties have to keep everything in front of them.
Carr, pocket collapsing, spins out of it, and he's going to be taken down at the 35. And North College Hill elects not to burn their final timeout, and they will take this one to the break.
Troy Malone there making the sack, and you don't have to worry about what your defensive backs do in the coverage when your D-line gets all the pressure and gets a sack.
24 minutes complete here in Roger Bacon. It's the North College Hills Trojans 14. The St. Bernard-Elmwood plays Titans 6 We'll step aside for halftime. Josh and I will return after this.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
All right, I'm in the house.
Okay, what do you see?
Nothing yet. Hold on. I think I just heard something. I'm heading upstairs.
Okay, I am almost there.
I'm in the bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, shit. It's not here.
What?
The gun's not here.
What do you mean? Where is it?
Cameron? Are you in there? Open the door. Cam! Come on, Cameron.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right seat.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
It's important to get a flu shot each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
All right, I'm in the house.
Okay, what do you see?
Nothing yet. Hold on. I think I just heard something. I'm heading upstairs.
Okay, I am almost there.
I'm in the bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, shit. It's not here.
What?
The gun's not here.
What do you mean? Where is it?
Cameron? Are you in there? Open the door. Cam! Come on, Cameron.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Hey, boss. Okay?
I said I'm fine.
Me the babe, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for you.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because I felt like a failure. And then I realized, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine, but if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Can't believe you're doing this alone.
I've done it before.
I remember. You threw your back out. How you holding up?
Hand me that board.
Nothing wrong with getting help.
I'm good.
I did it when Felicia left.
I'll figure it out.
I know you will, but you don't have to do it alone. That's all I'm saying.
If I promise to look into it, will you drop it and help me build this fence?
Now you need my help.
It can be a real pain sometimes, you know that?
Mm-hmm.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. And this place that I call home.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Yes.
I do my best reaching out to my brothers and sisters in arms.
Have you ever asked for help yourself?
Most of us, we're not gonna admit that we need to help.
You don't have someone to kind of help you guide those thoughts. It can be really bad.
It's just a beautiful space when someone can trust you and say, listen, I need help.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
I surrender, I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's up?
Do we have a gun?
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had to show them.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
Today, I'm the CEO of my own company.
That's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Why are we not rethinking this?
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
It's important to get a flu shot each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
Getting ready for the second half here at Roger Bacon High School here in week 1 on ICRC-TV. North College Hill Trojans on top 14-6 here in our week 1 matchup. Kyle Evans alongside Josh Newen and our entire ICRC crew. We got our monitor up and running, by the way. Week 1, there's all kinds of technical difficulties, but our crew's doing an excellent job tonight as you take a look at the North College Hill huddle. What impressed you, partner, in the first 24 minutes from both sides?
I mean, defenses are always the strong point this early. So both of them, I think, looked really well. Looked good. Kind of surprised by the North College Hill offensive line in the run game. They've done a real good job of asserting their will on the Titans' front seven. And I'm kind of surprised that the quarterbacks for both sides look a little – they've got cobwebs still when it comes to throwing. Kennedy does not look like a almost 2,000-yard throwing quarterback so far. But, again, it's week one with new players. And, I think that's something that's probably been addressed as far as scheme-wise goes at halftime of what the move or the adjustments will be. But really, I guess if I had to pick one thing, it's the North College Hill offensive line really dominating up front.
Both teams have taken the field and are set for second half action here under the lights.
And by the way, shout out to the end zone cameraman there with that. That was a great shot coming back from break. That was awesome.
Eric Johan on the end zone camera. We'll shout out our crew a little bit later on tonight. Everyone working inside the truck, all the camera operators. Like I said, they are the ones that make this show go.
I don't know that that Hollywood could have wrote a better night for week one. Usually week one in Southwest Ohio is still hot as can be, muggy as can be. And, really tonight, we've got a nice evening for Friday night football.
There's Eric Johan. If you're interested in helping out ICRC, we do all kinds of things. High school sports, local concerts, community events, and more. More information about internships, opportunities, contact Dean at ICRC-TV.com. Dean Lowry, Patrick Mulcahy in the truck. And we are about set for the second half of action. Trojans, Titans in the yellow tops. Black pants, North College Hill in the white uniforms. And I heard the defensive coordinator partner down in the end zone where our truck is parked, and he was fired up. He's happy the way his team's played. Rightfully so, right? North College Hill has not started 1-0 since 2011.
Right.
So it's been a while, right? I was still in high school. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's, one of – teams always want to win conference. They always want to, go to the playoffs, all that stuff. But winning week one is a great – get that first one down because if you go 0-1 and then 0-2 and then, 0-3 and it's like, oh, man, like this is going to be a long season and it's only 10 weeks. So really you get that first one under your belt and the morale's better, spirit's better, everyone's excited to come for week two, and it's a big step.
First and 10 from the 40-yard line. See what both teams drew up in their huddle.
Cover zero again.
All kinds of space. Pocket collapses. I'll tell you one thing, Josh. The defensive coordinator was telling him down there in that quarter. He was telling them at halftime. He was telling them that quarterback's going to run. We got to control him.
Oh yeah, and that was one of the things we talked about. Lucas is a heck of a player, and especially with having to replace D'Amico Harris, and I think we're seeing that. It's they had that bell cow to lean on when they needed to play, and Lucas is trying to step into those shoes, and it's tough. But if North College Hill keeps him in contain, I think they're going to walk away with that week one win.
defense being real aggressive right there for the Trojans. Nick Jeffries on the catch, and a swarm of Trojans just came and gobbled him up.
Yeah, when you got teams playing cover 0, cover 1, man, you either take the top off the defense and stretch the field, or you look to do those quick screens where you're hoping your athletes at the wide receiver position can make the first guy miss, and then it's a 5-8 yard touchdown kind of scenario.
3rd and 11. Kennedy botches the snap, and he is going down.
Mr. Whitaker, he might be the smallest defensive end in the city, but he is limping.
Take a look at the replay. Didn't even get the ball to him on the snap, to be honest. And then here comes everyone on the North College Hill side of the ball defensively. So the Titans will punt.
Oh, floodgates opened on that one. As soon as Whitaker got there, it seemed like everyone got through. Mr. Whitaker going to tough it out. You can tell he's hurt, but he stayed in.
Nice kick. Yeah, or roll to the 40. That's where the Trojans will start play here in half number 2. Take a look at some of the ICRC communities, what's going on tonight, who they're playing. We've got Springboro and Mason. Panthers are on top 21-0 over the Comets. Claremont, Northeastern, and Marymount. Warriors are on top 21-0. Withrow, Eagles, I swear I'm not making this up. It's 21-0 Tigers over the Warriors. Lebanon, Northmont, Mount Healthy, and West Claremont. Harrison and Loveland. We've got a couple of games tomorrow. Little Miami at Jackson, and Princeton and Moeller. That game being played at West Claremont High School at 4 o'clock. Some other scores real quick, partner. Lebanon is on top of Northmont, 13-3. St. X and West, last I checked, was tied at 7. And West Claremont Wolves were all over the Owls of Mount Healthy, 27-0. And Harrison was also beating Loveland, 14-7. Back to the ground game. Spiller trying to find a hole and finally spun out of bounds into the Titans bench. Number 4 was able to wrap him up. That was number 4, DJ Moss. First time calling his number tonight. Shoving him out of bounds. Good tackle. Missed it right there.
That's I think the second or third time North College Hill has ran that jet sweep misdirection. And every time they have run it, it has popped for them like that. But you were saying Moeller plays at 4 tomorrow at West Claremont. Don't tell my wife, but I need to leave the house around 3:45 so I can make it over there for the game. I might be gone for a couple hours.
Spiller muscling his way inside the 35. And making the tackle was Keenan Darenkamp.
I think now, especially with these kids, the smaller schools like we've talked about, having a lot of kids go both ways, we're really going to see I think we're going to continue to see North College Hill's offensive line dominate and the run game continue to make deposits to that win.
Line of scrimmage is the 33-yard line. 3 minutes into quarter number 3. Still a one-possession game. See if the Titans can cause some havoc, get a turnover, something.
They need something. They need someone to make a play.
Spiller still chugging those legs. Spiller is going to get about, we'll say, 8 yards on that play. 2nd down and 2 upcoming. And you might have just mentioned this, but are we going to start to see fatigue kick in here in the second half since you're playing a lot both ways?
Oh, yeah. I mean, on top of it, it's great weather, but when you put on shoulder pads and a helmet, you're getting hotter. And just, you just got out of camp. School really just started for a lot of these kids, so it's getting up early, going through school.
AJ Carr, going to keep it. And he tried to run through Aiden Rack. Couldn't do so. It's 3rd down and 2 upcoming.
And, you're just going to – it's the natural attrition throughout the game. When you're playing both ways, it drains you. And if your conditioning is not, at the absolute best, big schools talk about how their conditioning is super important. The smaller schools, it's, I would almost say your conditioning has to be more important than your weightlifting. Now, obviously, it's still important, but, when you're playing both ways, you've got to be able to go and go and go and that battery not run out.
3rd and 2.
Wow.
And he's going to break it to the outside and try to stiff arm a defender, and he's shoved out of bounds.
Hicks. I told you, just say Hicks. You'll be all right most of the time.
1st and goal. That'll set up 1st and goal for North College Hill. And right now, this Titans defense cannot stop this Trojan run.
And speaking of Hicks, I was kind of expecting him, Deshaun Hicks, the defensive end tight end for the Titans. And talking to the North College Hill coaching staff this week, they mentioned, we have to keep him in check. He is a, heck of a human specimen, and I think for the most part, both sides of the ball, they have checked that box to, we haven't really called his name of all the Hickses.
Carr hands it to Spiller, and Spiller spinning down to the 3. The ball comes out. The officials are going to say that he's down. Of course, there's no video reviews at the high school level. There is video reviews in the state championship. That is what I have been told or learned. That's the only time that they have the opportunity to review a play, and rightfully so. It's for the state championship.
Right.
But that's the only time.
And, you see it both sides. Small schools like the two we're watching tonight, they probably don't have the facilities to have that instant replay or always have TVs there to provide it.
2nd and goal, 6.5, and a false start on the Trojans. So
Malik Bass
going to back him up to the 9-yard line.
And that's the other thing that I think we're probably going to start to see more. We talked in the first half that wasn't really that many penalties. I think in the second half we're probably going to see more just again because you get tired, you stop. The brain doesn't work as well when you get tired. So it tends to kind of go lockstep with when players start getting fatigued, penalties start to creep up on you.
Decent crowd tonight for this week 1 matchup. 2nd and goal from the 8. High snap. Carr rolls, fires to the back of the end zone. Caught for the touchdown.
I think it's number 4. Mr. Allen, maybe?
Take a look at the replay. Number 8. Javion Allen.
My apologies, sir. I'm mixing that up for you.
2-point attempt, no good.
Got a
and there's an injured. Yep, Titan down at the 3-yard line.
See, now, we had talked earlier, like one of the first passes of the game for North College Hill, they had wide receivers right on top of each other. There in the end zone where the windows are tighter, they did a great job of spacing it out, giving the quarterback Carr the window to make that completion.
Shout out our camera crew tonight, Wyatt Wanover Ethan Martez and Eric Johan. And Dean Lowry and Patrick Mulcahy in the truck, along with Ben Kegg on replay. We're going to take a look at that last play, see what happened. Looks like it was out of the frame.
Mason Creech, the junior defensive lineman, the injured player making his way off the field.
A shout out to all those guys working the truck and operating all the cameras. Fun way to get involved. Whether you want to announce, you want to work on the truck. Trojans will get set to kick it away to the Titans. This battle of Goliath. See what St. Bernard-Elmwood plays, how they can get going offensively. We said in the first half, they averaged 36 points per game last season. A little squib kick, and it hit off a Titan, maybe. North College Hill is signaling that they got the football,
yes.
And they do.
Huge. Mr. Whitaker.
Not sure if that was planned or not, but here it is again. Not sure if that touched his fingers, to be honest with you, from that first angle, but Trojans have the football. That's not what St. Bernard-Elmwood placed once right now with under 6 minutes left to play in this third quarter, trailing by 14. Still within distance. I mean, the opportunity is there. Score some touchdowns, go for that 2-point conversion.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what'd you say, 38 points?
They averaged 36 last year, but I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about clawing their way back in the game. Here's Spiller. And Spiller is just running all over the Titans right now. Second down upcoming for the Trojans. Finished 3-6 last year. Started 1-0 since 2001. That's what Greg Conwell told us, or told you, I should say, in talking to him this week.
No, and I was just saying, obviously this team has they know that they can put up points. They did it all last year. So I think it's just, they've got to execute the game plan, eliminate the mental errors, the, overthrows, the underthrows. And, I mean, like you're saying, I think they're within distance of, tying this up.
Carr going to go deep down the right side. And is it intercepted? I believe number 4, DJ Moss, picked them off.
Nope.
And they're going to say that number 22 held on to the ball for the Trojans.
No, just 2.
Number 2, Maurice Watkins III. What a catch.
Yeah. Big time catch there by number 2.
And now North College Hill has the Titans defense on their heels.
Oh, yeah.
So 1st and 10 from the 12. Trojans can pick up a first down at the 2-yard line before they score. Spiller, stutter steps, maybe gets one.
That's what the Titans need. They need to lock it down right here and
now we're
keep them out.
We're getting an official's timeout.
Looks like we got 2 players down, 1 for each team.
So another Titan down on the field. Might just be a cramp.
Oh, yeah. This time of year, if you they always talk about hydrating. You've got to hydrate, especially in the first part of the season when it's hot. Being, like I said, they got to get up early for school.
Here's that catch one more time.
So, looks like both players have possession there. When that happens, it the offense gets to retain possession. So I think that's why North College Hill is where they are, judging from that camera angle.
Take a look at that. We're going to take a look at that replay one more time, Josh. I mean, right there.
Yep.
DJ Moss has it, but it was.
Makes me wonder if DJ Moss got mossed there at the end.
What a play. That's going in the ICRC highlight package. The reel, the archive. 2nd and 10 from the 12. About 8 minutes gone by here in this third quarter. Week 1 of the OHSA regular season. Can't believe it's here already.
Summer flew by.
2nd and 10. See if the Titans can cause some havoc on defense. Carr firing to the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Watkins the third hauls it in, and North College Hill stretches the lead.
Looks like the just a nice post route there. Yeah. All day.
He's wide open.
Beat the defensive back, got right in front of the safety. Can't draw it up any better.
Going to try to go for 2. Carr fires, incomplete. I believe the Trojans have only been successful on 1 2-point conversion tonight.
Which it makes you wonder how bad is the place kicking game. Yeah, that's a tough throw, especially for a high school kid. Dropping the arm angle into a tight window, throwing across his body. Like that's you're checking all the difficulty boxes on that one.
So the Trojans lead balloons to 20. 3:43 left to play here in the third quarter. So I put your coaching cap on. What's Kyle Hogan talking about over there to his team?
Cut out the mental errors. Really go back to, I mean, as you coach, the first week install is, it's your 10 plays that you're going to hang your hat on for the season. And I think at this point, you have to go back to really the plays that your kids can run in their sleep, and know what their responsibilities are, and you got to start clawing your way out.
Another squib kick. This time the Titans will fall on it.
I don't know that you can pull out any exotic plays, if you will, especially at this point in the season. But I think they just need to kind of go back to their bread and butter plays, what they've been successful with so far. So probably looking at putting the ball, in Lucas's hands, probably more running than throwing, just because he hasn't been really on point for, if I remember correctly, a guy who almost completed 60% of his passes last season.
Well, the Titans will start with good field position. They're at the 44-yard line. 3:41 left to play in the third. 20-point deficit. Lucas going to scramble and take a couple of Trojan defenders with him as he tries to get to the 50-yard line.
Fortunately, it's coming back, partner. We got a holding.
Didn't see a lot of dirty laundry in the first 24 minutes. We've seen it more here in the second half, as you mentioned. Clock is running, which it should have stopped because it's a penalty.
Well, they stopped it.
Stopped it.
There's more than a couple seconds that ran off on that one. And you can't even call it home cooking.
So they'll back him up to the 34-yard line. 2nd and 17. Pocket collapses. He's going to scramble out to the right, tries to get a block, and goes down. Number 36, that was, I believe number 36 made the tackle.
I'll tell you what, wide receivers, and you hear this across all the levels, you've got to block downfield. And if you want the ball, you better make some good blocks. And Mr. Jeffries, Nick Jeffries, number 2, he kind of left his quarterback out to dry there. But again, that's the small things that, you know, as you know, you might have overlooked during camp, but I'm sure they will hone in on that.
2nd and 17, week. Fires over the middle and incomplete. Trying to hook up with Nick Jeffries. 3rd down and long. Clock stops, 1:55 left to play. And not only does the 20-point deficit start to play a factor, but so does time. You only have about 14 minutes left of time. Try to get back in this game. Obviously, you need to score on this possession.
Oh yeah, they've got to put points on the board, and not having a kicker makes it almost even harder because now you can't just take a 20-some-yard field goal and get 3.
3rd and 17. He's going to run, has pressure on the back, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Be 4th down and 10. Titans going to go for it here?
You have to, I think. Down 20. Clock's not on your favor or in your favor. I don't know.
It looks like they're going to bring out the kicking punter.
It's easy to armchair from up here on what you do, but
North College Hill is going to take their first time out. We'll step aside, back to Roger Bacon in 30 seconds.
Can't believe you're doing this alone. I've done it before. I remember. You threw your back out. How you holding up? Hand me that board. Nothing wrong with getting help. I'm good. I did it when Felicia left. I'll figure it out. I know you will, but you don't have to do it alone. That's all I'm saying. If I promise to look into it, will you drop it and help me build this fence? Now you need my help. It can be a real pain sometimes, you know that?
Mm-hmm. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Trojans on top, 26-6. Titans in punt formation. Deshaun Hicks to punt it away for the Titans. And he's going to fake it down the sideline, and he overthrows the receiver. Trying to connect with Zarius Westbrook. Had him wide open. It's a turnover on down. Take a look at the replay. Wide open.
It was a nice ball.
No one near him, just overthrew him.
Just barely. Makes you wish that you had a kid that was probably about 4 inches taller as one of your gunners on that. Not overly surprised there that they went for the fake. We were both kind of surprised that they ran the punt team out.
So the Trojans will go to work. I think you're going to see North College Hill, as this game goes on, start to be a little little relaxed when it comes to the clock, or are they just going to keep playing their game?
I think they're going to, at this point, keep doing what you're doing because it's the run game.
Spiller bouncing to the outside. Here comes the flag.
Okay.
Probably going to get a face mask call.
Yep. Sideline official called that in.
Here's a look at the replay. Grabbed him right there.
Oh, yeah.
Great camera work by Eric Johan in the end zone.
He got him good, too. Looks like Mr. Spiller might have sprained his ankle, did something with his foot.
So they're going to attend to Spiller. And
I think, at this point, doing what North College Hill does is even more going to help them, because like we were talking about, they ran the ball really well tonight. Offensive line coach Josh Ellis played some arena ball, professional arena ball, so he's got his guys doing the right thing, and it's going to go to their favor. Keep on running the clock. It's going to make it add more pressure to the Titans. So, again, they get to stay with their bread and butter here. The old saying, dance with the one that brought you. I'm sticking with the run game. It's worked real well all night.
Both teams huddle around their coach as they attend to the running back.
Looks like it might just be a cramp.
They're stretching him out.
Yep. Looks like they're giving Mr. Spiller a good calf massage there to get that cramp out.
We'll step aside. Back to Roger Bacon in 30 seconds.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Freeze-On Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Marymount. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
Back underway between the Trojans and the Spartans. Final minute of the third quarter. Kyle Evans, Josh Newren, and Dean Lowry, and Patrick Mulcahy in the truck. Our entire ICRC crew. Glad you joined us for this week one matchup between the Trojans and Titans. Next week, ICRC is heading to Lebanon for an Eastern Cincinnati Conference battle between the Tigers and Warriors. See if both those teams are going to be 1-0, 0-1, or 1-0 and 0-1. And that is going to take us to the end of quarter number 3. Trojan players holding up their hands for the fourth quarter. Stick around. It's coming your way next. 3 quarters in the books. It's 26-6. North College Hill on top. Right back after this on ICRC-TV.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
The stick.
Back at Roger Bacon High School, interested in broadcasting or volunteering, take up a role in a live TV truck, as you see our live TV truck. That's where all the magic happens. Well, he's going to get sacked all the way back at the 40-yard line. AJ Carr sacked back at the 45-yard line.
James Hall made that play from the defensive end position.
3rd down and long. Of course, every possession matters at this point, trailing by 20 points. Take a look at the Titans getting to them.
Great play there. Kept it contained, got to the quarterback. That's what you need from your defensive ends. Huge play for the Titans as well. Puts them in, puts North College Hill in 3rd and
28
forever. But yeah, I mean, there's not many plays in the playbook for 3rd and 28. So hopefully they can get a stop and get the ball in the hands of the offense.
Carr firing down the field, caught and still on his feet and finally tackled inside the 5.
Wow. Nice ball there. Nice ball. Nope, another post route.
Javion Allen reeling in the reception. It's 1st and goal for North College Hill.
Titans tend to run a lot of cover 2, which gives the offense the shot. You know, you want to attack the middle of the field and the windows right behind the corner before the safety towards the sidelines, and you know they gave up the middle of the field right there.
AJ's going to keep it, and he gets to the goal line. They're going to push him. Did they push him in? They did not. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Clock continues to wind. It's about 10 minutes left here in regulation. North College Hill a touchdown away from blowing this one wide open here in the 4th quarter. We've seen both quarterbacks tonight be very aggressive. He got to the line. He got to the line to game.
Yep.
I thought when he tried to reach over.
Yep. I thought when he reached over backwards like that
he was in.
Yep.
Officials say otherwise. Spiller or AJ trying to take it to the outside, and they're going to say he's down. It's 3rd and goal. So credit the Titans defense, as you mentioned in the first half. It's easy to get to the red zone. It's hard to score.
Yes, sir. Did a good job by the right tackle there to stifle the defensive end to give the AJ a chance there. But the rest of the Titans defense showed up to save the day.
Greg Conwell getting in a couple of subs.
Interested to see what offensive coordinator AD calls here. For those that don't know, AD is a Cincinnati semi-pro legend.
This time, they did not get in. Still, he stopped at the half-yard line. So they are holding them to the doorstep, and now it's 4th and goal, and obviously you're going to go for it.
And, I mean, what do you do right here? Do you – the ultimate conundrum. Do you try and run it again? Do you try and play action, pass it? You know, the run game has worked really well for North College Hill all night till they got inside the 5-yard line on this drive. So interested to see what AD draws up here. But looks like Coach Cronwell is hyping up the offensive line pretty healthily right there. So
basically this next play comes down to the game's over or you still have a chance.
Yep.
Remember the Bengals playoff game a few years ago against Baltimore. The year they went to the Super Bowl, Baltimore's right there on the doorstep. Guy fumbles it, and we run it all the way back for a touchdown.
Was that is that the one that Hubbard took back?
I think so. I think Mike Tirico was like the hometown kid.
Yep.
I always wonder, like, when they won that game, if Tirico had, if like play-by-play guys have something in their mind that they want to say when they're like, Cincinnati, for the first time in 30 years, your Bengals won a playoff game.
Right.
Like is he that good, or did he just like say that?
I would say he is that good.
Man.
He's been doing that for a long time.
4th and 1, they're going to run it up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown.
Nice.
Well, took him 4 tries, but the quarterback punches it in, and North College Hill balloons the lead. It's 32-6.
Well, that answers the question. You're going to continue pounding the ball. Did a power dive there. Quarterback bounced it out to the B gap and put 6 on the board.
Trojans will go for 2. They have been successful once. And it'll stay that way.
Yep, just missed it. And, you know, that's a great ball there by your quarterback. You know, maybe let him just a little bit too much. But, you know, you want that ball right there every time. Just couldn't connect.
Casey, come here! Casey! No!
32-6, North College Hill on top of St. Bernard-Elmwood Place. I mentioned earlier, next week ICRC will be at Lebanon for Loveland at Lebanon.
That should be a good game.
By the way, last time those two teams played, I believe if it was not last year, it was the season before that. I called that game, and it went to overtime.
Hey, there's nothing better than free football.
And Loveland beat them. So, should be a fun one next week. From James Vandergrift Stadium. I feel like I've been doing this a while when you start knowing the high school football stadiums by name.
That's impressive, sir.
Little squib kick again. Titans better jump on it. North College Hill's got it.
Wow.
And right now, North College Hill is the more aggressive team, playing with more energy. You feel like that last touchdown just kind of took all the air out of the balloon for the Titans.
It did. I mean, there's no real sense of urgency, I think, from anybody on that front two lines there. And, you know, when you know at this point of the game, you know the kicker's not putting it 30 yards, 40 yards down the field. You guys, it's almost, let's move everybody up.
Well, I was going to say, do you think that's something that they've talked about? Because that's not the first time that the Trojans have done that.
I would think. I would think that you would have talked to your special teams coordinator would have said, hey, let's go ahead and bring everybody up even closer and fill in those gaps. But the other tough part about being a small school like this is coaching staffs are smaller, even compared to the D2, D3 size. We're looking at the Titans sideline. There's 4 on the sideline, counting the head coach, looks like. Got to assume there's 1, 2 in the box. And, you know, with those bigger schools, they have more guys on the staff. It helps coach all those details. Big run right here by D'Amico Taylor.
Taylor taking it inside down to the 35-yard line.
I think the Titans need to maybe go back to the same well on that.
So they actually gave North College Hill the ball. Did I miss something? Because didn't the Trojans get it? I thought the Trojans recovered the ball on the kick.
I thought so too. Guess the Trojans didn't recover that one.
All right, so Titans have the ball, 32-6, 7:24 left to play in the fourth.
Kind of went blank there. Like, what? Wait a second. What happened?
Catch is made, turns around, and he's going to rumble over a couple of defenders. That was Deshaun Hicks, the tight end, making the catch, picking up the first down. Clock stops momentarily at the high school level for them to move the chains. By the way, if you watch the preseason game on NBC, the Lions and Rams, I believe there's no more chain gang in the NFL.
I think they have it. It's just they've gone to the digital.
Interesting. Titans putting together a good drive. Candy firing to the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Had a man open.
Number 2, Nick Jeffries. Just a little short there.
Take a look at the replay. Might have got him in the throwing motion of the arm.
But also, I think the play before to Deshaun Hicks, the tight end, I think that's the first time they've really targeted him. And in talking to Coach Hogan last night, that the perception I got was that they were going to kind of key him and make him a big part of the game.
Pocket collapses, and he's going to run forward and be about 4 yards shy of the marker. Third down and 5 upcoming.
And while Lucas Kennedy is a great running quarterback, dual threat quarterback, at this point in the game, down 20-some points, you got to start ripping it to help close that gap.
Third and 5. Hands it off to his running back, and he gets tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Fourth down upcoming. Number 5, DJ Steele, the running back on that last play.
Not really sure about that one. The clock's running. You're running the ball more. You're down 20-some points, and your quarterback's really been your best runner.
Trying to break out the pocket, and he does. Can he use his speed? He can. He's at the 15. He's at the 10, and he lowers his head, spins down to the 3. Where's that quarterback been here in the second half? We saw a lot of that in the first half. We haven't seen a lot of that here in the second half. But here's that last run. Puts on the wheels, man. He's fast.
Yeah, he is.
He had 4 rushing touchdowns last season. Trying to get another touchdown right here. 5 minutes left to play in the fourth. They're going to hand it off. And he muscles his way in for the touchdown. So DJ Steele, the running back, punches it in for 6. And St. Bernard-Elmwood Place gets their second touchdown of the night. Just hands it off to him.
Yep. Lined up in that what we used to call power I. Now it's the power shotgun, I guess. And, you know, the lead blocker sealed that off. The running back was able to bounce it out to the outside, get in the end zone. I just think it might be a little too late. I think this week you're going to see the Titans coaching staff kind of go back to the drawing board and figure out what plays they really want to hone in on.
Kennedy tried to run it himself, didn't.
Really hone in on, and you know, what are we going to hang our hat on? What plays can we run? Do we run the best? And really concentrate on that, and you know, try and go 1-1 next week.
So the Trojans get into the end zone. Now we're going to see most likely an onside kick or some sort of squib kick. And I know this sounds cliche, but at this point in the game, it's just about kind of getting reps in, executing, trying to get down the field, score some points.
Also, at this point, North College Hill, I mean, just under 5 minutes left. They're not going to do anything different. Titans understand, I'm thinking down 20, that they're going to stick with what they've already run. They're not going to want to show anything for next week. I think at this point they understand that they're going to start 0-1 on the season. So, you know, don't put anything extra on the film for next week.
Cinex on top of West, 14-7 in the fourth. Lebanon is beating Northmont 20-5. Harrison is beating Loveland 27-14. Kings is routing Sycamore 44-7.
Wow.
This one taken at the 15-yard line. And he will return it to the 40-yard line of St. Bernard. Elder all over Mount Zion. Ross is beating Wyoming 21-7.
Wow.
So that will probably end a streak of consecutive. Like, goodness, I'm about to go home and look that up.
That's got to be.
Woo, that's been a while.
30, 40-some games, I'd think. Something like that. Well, no, it's more than that because it was 50-something 4 years ago.
Trojans go to the run game and going to let some clock milk off this.
Really excited for Coach Cummins at Ross. His daughter, I think, had cancer last year. So, when Ross has had a couple rough years, you know, I'm sure Coach Cummins, you know, with football and home life, you know, that's a big win for Ross, and, you know, happy for the man.
Second and 7, under 4 to play. Ground game again. Nate Schultz making the tackle, and the Titans will take a timeout.
I'll tell you, Mr. Allen, literally, MR is his first name, Mr. Allen. He runs tough. Kind of surprised that they didn't get him the ball more this game. I would think whoever's playing North College Hill next week is probably going to see a lot more of him as well. In addition to Cornelius Spiller.
I just got to shout out the guy playing the tunes tonight.
Yeah.
We've been talking about that off the air. They've been playing some good songs.
All across the board.
Yeah, absolutely. We mentioned earlier that St. Bernard-Elmwood Place will travel to Finneytown up the road. North College Hill will go home and play Dayton Point.
Points? Yeah.
So that'll be a home game for the Trojans next week. Then they will take on Bethel Tate.
Out on the east side.
3rd and 7. Titans looking to get a stop. Try to get some more points on the board, trailing 32-12 here in the 4th. They're going to hand it off to Hicks. So actually, that was that was Hicks, or that was Javion Allen. My apologies. 4th down upcoming.
And what's wild is if I remember right, that's the first time that they've handed off to the jet sweep. They've done a lot of play action off of it, almost like a cross buck, where the jet sweeps come in front and then the running back has hit the backside. Usually you do that in reverse to set up the misdirection, but 5-yard gain off of it.
Stay tuned after the game for the premiere of A Year to Remember, St. Bernard-Elmwood Place Athletics 24-25. It's a 30-minute documentary interviewing coaches and staff about the Titans' historical year in athletics, available after the game on ICRC's YouTube channel. So check that out.
Sounds interesting.
You can go home and check it out. Check out all kinds of things at ICRC-TV.com. You can watch games, council meetings. 4th down and 5. Titans need to stop in the biggest ways.
I'll stick to.
And they're going to fumble the ball, and the Titans will get it at the 25-yard line. So North College Hill hasn't made a whole lot of mistakes tonight. They make a miscue right there. And they will take over on downs with 3:29 left to play.
Yeah, partner.
In just a 20-point game.
I think I'm going to stick to the documentaries and the games on that one. I don't know that. I don't think the council meetings will get clicked on. But pretty cool that you have the option to do that.
Lucas Kennedy back out for the Titans. Well, you score a touchdown here, and you go for 2. It's a 12-point deficit. Little out route. Tries to shake a defender, and he does inside the 15. That was a nice catch and run by Deshaun Hicks. I mean, I should just listen to you, man. At this point, why have I not listened to you?
That's second time that they've targeted him this game, and he's gotten first downs every time.
They're going to hand it off to number 23, and he is muscling his way towards that end zone. They're trying to push him in, and they have not. No. Ooh, I thought they was able to push him in. It's going to bring up 1st and goal from the half-yard line, if that.
Yeah, that sideline official's arms went more up to start with. We were both on the same page there. We thought he was in, and then he waved it off pretty quick.
So 1st and goal from the half-yard line.
Cover 0 again.
Going to hand it off. He's going to take it in himself. Touchdown, Titans. So St. Bernard-Elmwood Place has found the end zone twice here in the 4th quarter. A 2-point attempt right here would make this a 12-point deficit. and he just walked into the end zone, Josh.
Literally. I mean, compared to that 20-yard gain he had where he turned on the afterburners, that was he could have skipped in and still been untouched. Now, here's the one thing that I don't get. Being that these are both small schools, both teams have their quarterbacks run to the sideline every time to get the play, and I would think that you would want to, especially with both of them playing both ways, you'd want to keep their legs.
Lucas trying to find some space. He's going to take it himself, and he does. I mentioned earlier he had 4 rushing touchdowns on the season. That was his first of the season. And then here's the 2-point conversion. So it's just a 12-point game. 2:48 left to play. Still have time, right?
Good. I think there would have been more time there if the offense had played this way like they have in the fourth quarter the whole game. 12 points. No one's kicking field goals. It'd take a yeoman's effort, but I mean, what do they always say? It's never over till the fat lady sings.
She's warming up in the dressing room.
She is. She is.
So Titans will kick it away. We'll see if they do something special here, or Deshaun Hicks is the kicker. And they will squib it, taking it at the 30-yard line. Trying to turn the corner, trying to avoid a tackle, and nice tackle on the play by Mizan Westbrook. So 1st and 10 for North College Hill. Titans only have 1 timeout in their back pocket, so
you got to get a 3 and out here if you want a shot. So I'm thinking they're probably going to run a lot of cover 0, cover 1 man with the defensive backs, and I feel like you got to bring everybody up onto the line and try and stop the run.
A.J. Carr in at quarterback in the shotgun. Hands it off to number 32. St. Bernard tackles him for a 2-yard, maybe a 3-yard loss. 2nd down, and we'll say 12, 2.5 to play.
And if I'm North College Hill, you aren't breaking the huddle till there's 10 seconds on the play clock, and you aren't snapping it till there's 2.
Jerome Osborne was the ball carrier on that last play for Greg Conwell's squad.
And I think that's what offensive coordinator AD's telling Mr. Carr. We don't need to hurry up and do anything right now.
2nd and 12. Trojans in no hurry as we dip under 2 minutes left to play here in the 4th. Going to hand it off again. This time the Titans bring the pressure. Trojans get back to the line of scrimmage, and Kyle Hogan will elect to use that 3rd and final timeout right here with 1:40 left.
Now, I haven't been so good predicting plays. I can tell you what I would do right here, though. Looks, last couple plays, Titans have been selling out, almost going double mug with your inside backers. And if I'm the Titans, I'm looking to run a slant right across the middle, pick up that 1st down because the defensive backs, the safeties, are still deep, trying to protect that home run by the Trojans. So there's going to be a window there if they can take advantage of it.
St. Bernard Titan cheerleaders getting into the songs. I mean, we've had everything tonight, Josh, from like classical rock, just a little.
Some hip hop,
Yeah.
some alternative, everything.
What's this?
Rock?
Yeah.
I can't say this.
Some pop rock.
Yeah. I can't say that this is on my iTunes playlist. But to each your own.
3rd and 10. We'll see what the Titans do defensively. And they're going to sack them back at the 30. Guess who? Hicks. And he's been all over the place tonight for St. Bernard-Elmwood Place. Here it is again. I mean, he threw him to the ground, Josh.
Oh,
Look.
yeah.
Woo. That could have been a flag. Now we have a player down. Is that Carr?
That is. Yeah, I think it is Carr.
Is that?
Yeah.
We'll step aside. Back to Roger Bacon after this.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Under his own feet after that last tackle where he was just absolutely thrown down to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely could have been a penalty, right?
It was pretty close, but I think that's the evidence of Mr. Hicks in the weight room adding that 40 pounds of muscle.
Nice catch. Nice tackle. That's being at the right place at the right time.
Yes, sir. That was a hit.
Because this is one of those games where, yeah, St. Bernard-Elmwood Place gave up 20. The North College Hill defense gave up 20 points, but keep in mind they held them to 6, maybe halfway through this fourth quarter, and then St. Bernard-Elmwood Place just kind of got clicking on offense.
Well, and I mean, really, the first touchdown was off of field position. Like, it was the special teams play, and then the defense. I think it was a botched snap on a punt, if I remember right, that set up the Titans for that first touchdown. So really, even more to your point, till the fourth quarter, really, the defense held pretty strong.
Titans will have the football, 61 seconds left to play. Trailing by 12, as many points they can score in this possession as 8. Make the box score look a lot closer than
what it should be.
What it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Kennedy, all kinds of time, fires over the middle, incomplete. Trying to hook up with his tight end Hicks. 2nd down and 10.
And the one thing I'm kind of also surprised about when the Titans got in the red zone. Usually, I mean, based off of what we see on Saturdays and Sundays, when you have a athletic big man like Deshaun Hicks, you usually see him split out wide to take advantage of a jump ball situation, and we really didn't see that from them today.
Pocket collapses. He'll use his feet, and he'll get to the 48-yard line. Titans don't have any timeout, so the clock continues to roll.
Well, partner, we have witnessed history. First time since 2011. North College Hill will go 1-0.
Kennedy makes the catch, throws him out of bounds. That's going to be a flag. right in front of the coaching staff. And North College Hill coaching staff is extremely hot.
I don't know if there's a worse play or worse time or spot on the field to do that than right in front of your coaches. Because no sooner did his butt hit the ground than the coaching staff was in his ear.
So free 15 yards will bring the ball to the 41 or the 36.
But that's and North College Hill has gotten progressively better every year. And that's another, this is a learning moment for this team. Like, hey, this is something that you can't do.
Hicks makes the catch, Lucas Kennedy's pass. D'Amico Taylor makes the catch.
But this North College Hill team is continuing to learn how to win.
Final play of the night. Kennedy has an arm, throws it to the end zone. It's batted down. And that will wrap things up.
I think this is a great win for North College Hill, the program. I think it's a great win for North College Hill as the community. There's been a lot over last year, over this summer. I think it's been a couple weeks since there was another unfortunate incident in the community. And Coach Cornwell said the same thing. Like, we get this week 1 win. It'll be big for us. It'll be big for the community. Because let's be honest, high school football in Cincinnati is people playing their week around it. So really excited for the North College Hill team and community.
Once again, our final score, North College Hill 32, St. Bernard-Elmwood plays 20. For my broadcast partner, Josh Newren, our director and producer, Dean Lowry, and Patrick Mulcahy, Kyle Evans saying so long, good night from St. Bernard. You've been watching ICRC-TV Sports.